Hi, it's Jenna. I know I'll never do an update if I don't try, so I figured I would try today, and I felt good enough to put on some makeup today, and I'll share a bit about that too. But so the past month, 3 weeks has been insane. A couple of friends and I got COVID, and I am 25 weeks pregnant, and it has been quite a journey to have COVID while pregnant. It's been awful to sum it up in a word. I don't even know how to go back and explain everything that's gone on. It's just been so crazy. But I did get diagnosed with bilateral pneumonia from COVID, and I was in the hospital for a couple of days. I think 3 days. I don't even remember how many days it was. And it's just been a really, really rough road. Basically, they said to me that your body is doing everything it can to protect and take care of the baby. And so your body is not necessarily fighting for you at all. It's just fighting for the baby, which, praise God, she's been fine. We're due at the end of November, around Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping next week or the week after I'll go in for another ultrasound. I had gone in for my 20-week ultrasound, and I'm 25 weeks now. I had gone in for my 20-week, and they saw everything but the spine. So they wanted me to come back anyway and get my look at Avila's spine. But I hadn't gone in for the appointment that week, which was actually the week I got COVID. So I'm so glad that that appointment ended up getting canceled, so I didn't get anyone sick. I believe that we got the Delta variant. I don't have a test result of that, but it's been horrible. And for the couple of friends that have gotten it as well, it's just been really awful. So I just want to thank you for your prayers if you've been praying. And it's been a really long journey of recovery, which is very frustrating. And I'm very much the type of person who likes to go, go, go. So this has been a really hard situation to not feel okay. I'll feel good and try to walk around and stuff, and then I'll just feel so beat. I'm sure after this I'll feel so tired. It's an insane disease. I don't understand why it exists. I don't understand. It's been a really hard road, really hard for my husband Mike, who's been holding down the fort with our 5 kids and taking care of them, and his parents have been a huge help. My parents have been helpful. DoorDash is amazing. Lots and lots of DoorDash. So it's been nuts, and that's been the past 3 weeks. So please continue to pray for us if you can. I'd very much appreciate that, just as we recover. And one of my kids is still recovering as well, so just please pray for her. I would very much appreciate it. It means the world to me. So while I was sick, initially when I got sick, it was oh, I'm fine. I'm just resting in bed, and these body aches will go away. And I don't know, I just thought it would be the flu, So at that time, I was still feeling pretty good compared to how I felt later. And for a long time, I had wanted to get rid of my daughters on my professional Instagram, which is Jenna. Go ahead and follow me over there. I wanted to remove their faces and stuff just to have some privacy for them. So I've wanted to make a chat book for forever. I didn't want to lose all of the pictures and not be able to put them in a chat book. So I made 6 chat books while I was just laying in bed with COVID. And that was really fun to do. They had so much fun. I'll show you guys a little clip of them here so you can see. They're so sweet. The girls just love them. They were really excited to get them when they came in the mail. I did I think 2014 all the way up to 2020. So that was a really, really fun time. And then I got to delete their pictures from my Instagram, which I was so excited about, or archive them. Just again, to have some privacy for them as well. So that was at the beginning of COVID. And then went to the hospital with pneumonia, and that was really scary. Had some oxygen and steroids, and then I was I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm obsessed with YouTube. So I was watching a lot of like natural beauty stuff, and I just really love like natural skincare and things like that. So I've been dying to like try a new makeup brand. I've always just like put together makeup stuff. I'm not a big makeup person at all. But I saw a bunch of reviews for ILIA Beauty and it just looked really, really awesome. So I wanted to try it. And so this is me putting on my face for ILIA. I got the Super Serum Skin Tint. I got the multi stick. I got the highlighter. I'll link all of this below. I'm obsessed with the lip. I'm like literally obsessed with it. How amazing is that lip? And I didn't use any lip liner or anything. It was like super fast face. And the finishing powder, which I really struggled with, which you will see. I was like, what do I do? How do I use this? I need to like YouTube how to use makeup all the time. I don't know how to use it. But anyway, it feels really good. I love the multi-stick a lot. I used everything with my hands, so I don't really have any like sponges or anything. I've just, again, never been like a makeup girl. I'm like total doofus when it comes to makeup. And then I use my Anastasia brows powder, and that was it. I didn't put on mascara because it's like a whole thing to put on mascara for me, but maybe next video I'll have enough energy to put on mascara for you. Okay, so then that was while I was in the hospital. I was like, Mike, I've never bought good skincare. It might be nice to have, or good makeup. It might be nice to have something to like look forward to after COVID. I don't know, like shopping was really weird attachment for me while I was struggling with COVID. I think it was like this feeling of wanting control over something, that I could order something and it would show up at my door and like everything would feel okay because like the world is spinning correctly and my life is in chaos and really unrest. I really struggled with praying the whole time that I was struggling with COVID. I didn't necessarily feel alone. Like I knew the Lord was always with me. But it definitely was a feeling of not that I didn't even want to pray. I just had like no energy to. I don't know, but I had energy to do a chapbook. I don't know. It was a really strange feeling and not quite one that I've unraveled yet. But in light of that as well, I've also just realized through this how much I want to soak up the present moment. Like even wanting to think about why didn't I want to pray then, or what was going on. I just want to be with the Lord right now, right here, in this moment. I want to be with my kids at this present moment. I want to be with my husband at this present moment. So I changed my YouTube name to Jenna at the present moment, not only to remind myself and to encourage you to be in this present moment, to be here right now, but also the things that I'm loving at this present moment, because it changes with the wind. So thanks for hanging out with me here. So yeah, just been really, now I've been more motivated to pray. I started reading Proverbs, which has been incredible. Proverbs is amazing. And so I just do that with my husband. We just put Jesus on live Eucharistic adoration, and we just sit there and read the Bible. He's reading Romans right now. I'm reading Proverbs, and we'll just kind of pause and talk about it sometimes. And the kids will come in and out, and I'll read them a book, and then they'll leave, and I'll try to keep reading again. And it's life right now. It's life at the present moment. And I'm really trying to soak them up, to soak up our family time. Work's been really hard to get into with Blessed Is She. I just don't have a lot of energy. So it's been hard. It's weird. And I hate it so much. But I know the Lord is doing something with my heart. And I'm really trying to be open to what He's doing. So the other update is that we are moving. We bought this house 3 years ago. And we really bought it for Blessed Is She. We bought it for this office down here. This is where we've worked for the past few years, and we finally moved offices and warehouses. So now people work at a different place. They don't work at my house anymore, which is like crazy. But it's also amazing to have a home that's for my family. So we bought it for the office down here. There's a studio we have down here. And now that blessed is she is out of my house, we're moving to something smaller. I'm a little sad because it's like farther away than I thought it was. We totally were like renting it and filling out our rental agreement while I had COVID. I was like, we want to be done with this house. We want to sell it. So we're renting for just about a year, see what happens. And it's really cute. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a nice change, especially just feeling like we're in turmoil and chaos here and we want something new, some fresh new life. So once my daughter is negative, we'll ask some family to help and friends to help, and we'll get moving to this rental, and I'll keep you guys updated on how that's coming about. But I'm super pumped about it. I'm really sad it's farther away, but I'm going to try to be okay with it and just see what happens, see what the Lord's doing. Before COVID, we decided and discerned to homeschool the girls. They were going to go to a local charter school, but one of them wasn't getting in, and the other two were excited about it, but ultimately they said, Mom, I think we want to homeschool. So we wrote out pros and cons, and I tried not to pressure them because I was really feeling this pull to homeschool, pull to be with them like we were last year. And anyway, so we wrote a pros and cons, and they decided that they wanted to homeschool. And I'm just so grateful. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'll do some curriculum choices and that sort of thing for each of their grade levels. So stay tuned for that for sure. Maybe do some comparisons for you as well. But we're homeschooling, and I'm thrilled. I'm especially excited because school started while I had COVID, and I was like, I can't imagine them going to a new school while, well, first of all, they wouldn't be able to go yet because we still have COVID here at the house. So they would be really late going to a new school, and it would just be a really hard transition. So I'm just so grateful that we're able to take this time, that the Lord really set up this time for us. So we've been slowly, I've been telling them, okay, we're going to probably get started next week with school. I tried to do some stuff with them a couple of days ago, and I got really fatigued and tired and headachy and dizzy. So I'm hoping by next week I'll feel better to do school with them and just take it one day at a time and see how it goes. Let's see. As I said, I'm 25 weeks pregnant. Avila decided to bust out and be really large after the hospital. I don't know. I feel really huge right now. So here's a picture of me looking huge, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's normal size. I'm really looking forward to going to the doctor and just seeing how everything's measuring and how she's looking. So please keep that in your prayers if you can. I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, that's all that's going on. That's it. Just a little update for you. So please subscribe, like this video. I'd love to stick around and create some community here. I've really wanted to start falling in love with reading. So I've been looking and watching lots of YouTube videos on reading and joining different book clubs and things like that. But also doing a lot of read alouds with the girls, which is growing. It's growing me for sure, because I'm not very patient. But doing read alouds with them and reading with them has just been such a joy. I'll be doing some read aloud reviews and things like that. So if you're interested in that, please stick around. Hopefully I'll be gaining more energy every single day to continue to do this. But I love you guys, and I'm really grateful for your prayers, and I'm grateful to be here with you in this present moment.